In the space of 5 days against Bristol City, that they can become the first club from the third. Stamford Bridge pays a tribute. National break, Liam Rosenior makes 3 changes to his side for this one. Will lead the line with Ben Waine, scorer of those 3, lately adjusted away from the centre spot. The last Port Vale Football Club from the city of Stoke. Here comes Malo Gusto, fresh from right into the danger area. The keeper was all over the shot. And that one's fired in for Chelsea in the opening moments of the match by Jorel Hato. Well, Joe Gauci on loan from Aston Villa got himself at 6s and 7s. And the Dutchman Hato fires Chelsea into an early lead in the opening minutes here.
Well, 64 seconds into this game, ball whipped into that near post area. The keeper just doesn't get.
Oh, no, nearly came for Waine.
Well, it's a miss hit across that 6-yard.
As had Port Vale in these opening knockings. Again, asking questions of Gordon, sliding it into Park. His first goal here at Stamford Bridge. Still out. They're still in mortal danger at the bottom. The pressure from Joao Pedro to
coming back to his best. He's been frustrated with injuries
to try and contend with away at Stamford Bridge. Sheriff making a nuisance of himself, taking the ball away. Gusto floated in, seeking net. Bottom of League One, whereas Bradford were doing relatively well.
Shouts of travelling Port Vale fans, which is great to hear.
Jordan Gabriel, caught late. A free kick to the League One side. Angled up. Hall was underneath it, and Hall heads wide. Fixture on semi-final weekend. Offside back 4s or 3s in every single game.
The back 3 or back 4, whichever way he wanted to.
Of the season, so he comes back from his latest injury setback. Yeah, it's a good quick feed to take him away from Way. Neto, and decisively there, Gordon.
Finish across the ball.
Neto slip free, it's Joao Pedro, and that is a clinical and brilliant finish from Joao Pedro. He made it look simple, it was far from that, and Chelsea have their second.
Well, we see Neto get free, that was the most important thing in terms of the build-up. Then with the cross that he finds Pedro, and it is a really quality finish from Joao Pedro. The build up down the right hand side, Neto just gets in.
Like this one here, which has found Malo Gusto. Joao Pedro was in, but so too was Humphrey. Santos is ready to come back on. Fafana made sure he got there. Port Vale had on that one, but at a cost.
Yeah, there's a clash of heads.
Pedro Neto showed too much of that to Walters. This season it's something in the region of 17 Premier League points they've thrown away from winning positions. A wretched afternoon they had. Pedro reckons Lavia. Sting taken, nearly threaded it through. Joao Pedro back to Gusto and followed in. Cole Palmer wearing the armband, scoring a third for Chelsea on the stroke of half-time. It wasn't Malo Gusto's contribution in there excellent.
It wasn't the captain's contribution, it was massive, Bill. The first touch to flick the ball through for Joao Pedro from Cole Palmer was brilliant, but then where does he end up? In the 6-yard box to wrap this cup tie up. Captain today, and Cole Palmer, the final touch off of Gabriel.
No half-time changes in terms of dominant performance. It's been a first half of moments. Pressure into Estevao, no offside flag. It's Estevao. He couldn't pick out Joao Pedro.
I think he's been a bit.
Andre Santos. Here's Estevao, and he shaves the outside of the post.
What a really slick move from.
Pops it to Palmer. Palmer tried to slide it through. I'm going to put that right here. It's a question of how many. Now Pedro breezes beyond John. Now, lovely quick feet. Lavia.
His legendary character.
Big ball for Joao Pedro. Neto takes it on, stings the palms of the keeper. Oh, it's put behind for a corner. They're getting closer to this fourth, Chelsea, it feels.
Yeah, he's saying it's moving in the air, the goalkeeper. It's a really good run from Gusto to allow him to come inside on that favoured foot. Fiercely hit, parried away.
Palmer. Pato. Neto. Gusto. And it's 4. Tosin rises. And Chelsea heading. Estevao. Gusto. Estevao. Palmer. And recovered by Joe Gauci.
Man in form up front, giving Delap an opportunity now. Maybe we've been chasing the ball for so long.
This is so well worked. Estevao at the heart of it. Garnacho. Estevao! Andre Santos took a deflection. He's carried it wide.
I think the deflection came off of Humphrey.
Estevao with the corner. Not a bad one either. And it's a 5th for Chelsea. Andre Santos powering in from close range. And this is starting to get a little messy for the League One strugglers. Another goal conceded from a corner. Another scratching of head moments, a shrug-inducing goal.
I think the keeper felt that he was impeded as he comes for the in-swinging corner kick. We'll see it from this angle. I'm not so sure he's strong enough, really. Tosin is there on his shoulder.
And there's an opportunity here, potentially.
Here today in their FA Cup run, Leroy Rosinha will...
Alejandro Garnacho, who hits the post. Estevao. Flag is up. It will be checked, like all goals, of course, by VAR. Garnacho lost his footing.
Penalty
He was
kick.
upended. The penalty is given. Seeks a 7th for Chelsea here. Sends the keeper the wrong way. And puts a final stamp on a very impressive FA Cup quarter-final win for Chelsea. They've seen goals aplenty at Stamford Bridge 7 times, Joe Gauci.